Hey guys, Jordan here, and today we're going to be doing a battery replacement on a G37. This model is the G37XS, mostly very small differences, but it's exactly the same as the G37. So, same layout that you're going to be dealing with every single model. What you're going to want to do to get started is here's a 10 millimeter box wrench right here. I have not taken the wrapper off for some reason, but this is going to work very well. This is going to be for newer people, but make it easy. This is just a normal wrench or a breaker bar right here. You're going to have a flathead screwdriver, an extension wrench, and a set of sockets. Pretty simple. Specialty tools here are these clip pliers right here. These are really useful for using on the Nissan and other type of clips that look just like this. As you can see, might be a little bit out of focus, but how you use that is when the clip is pressed in, the outsides really spread out, and then those little like flanges, you put the pliers around just like this, and it pops it out, and then those little flanges go back in, and you can pop this whole pin out. So these are a good set of handy tools. It's a little clip plier, so works great. Perfect for doing this type of stuff. Good handy tool to have. Now, when you're putting it all back together, you really don't need those at all, unless you're taking the clips apart. So we'll take these away. You won't need those. The other reason they have the flathead is just in case you don't have one of those special clip pliers, you can use this flathead and you can pop those off. You normally want two of them, one on each side, and then you just pry up and you'll be able to pop those up real easy. Move those flanges out of the way. You can see how it works. Those little flanges right there move outward. If you do use this method, you want to put some WD-40, prevent these from cracking, and those do break pretty often. And it's pretty hard to find those online to get the right one. The Nissan dealers normally have those, Nissan or Infiniti dealers, because Nissan and Infiniti, same car. So, move these tools out of the way for right now. First thing we're going to start with is putting the battery back in the car. So I did what's called desulfating this battery. I put the battery on a charge to 16 volts. Here's our brand new battery right here. So we're going to put that in. Make sure to read the negative and positive. There's a positive right there, negative there. Negative is black. That's going to be this wire. Positive is going to be right here, and that's the red. So our positive terminal is going to be on the, if you're looking in the engine bay, the right side of the car or the driver's side. I'm going to place the battery just like so in here with our new revived battery so it works good again. Place that in. Now this is going to be the assembly, so I'll show you what you're going to do. We're going to first pop the negative terminal on, just like so. Everything's loosened. There are two connectors that are mounted on the back side of this positive cable right here on the red. Those cables are just below here, and there's little push tabs towards the outsides on each one. You're going to push those in and they'll pull off. And I'll show you an up close as we get it a little bit further into the process. So we are going to pop this. So there's a little rubber grommet. Slide it back in to this groove. And we're going to put that back in, just like so. And then there's some clips below the connectors, and we're going to snap those in, just like so. That's one, that's the yellow one on the right side, and then we're going to snap the gray one on the other, on the left. And it's easy to have those both next to each other. Here we go. Listen and wait for the click. just like so. We're going to pop the red cable on the battery. Be very careful not to touch when you're bolting the red terminal down, not to touch anything here. Good thing to do is pull off this red cable, or your black cable, while you're tightening the red cable down, so in case you do bump it against anything metal, you don't short anything. So we're going to come over here with our 10mm open-ended wrench, and there's a little bolt on the side, and we're going to tighten that up and just get that snug, so don't kill it. That's pretty loose. Loosen that pretty far. Tighten by hand until it stops. If you're putting this together and there's a little bit of corrosion, you're going to want to put some battery corrosion liquid on there and wire brush off the terminals. So I'm just tightening it up until it's just fairly snug, nothing crazy. And if you were to accidentally bump this wrench with the negative cable hooked up or touching here, it would cause sparks, but you just want to be careful of that. You don't want to short out anything, do any damage to any of the systems. That could be really bad, cost a lot of money. There we go, that's just snug, not killed, but it's not going to come off, and it's on there pretty well, so no problems there. Then we're going to come through it here. We're going to tighten that down. The negative wire, if you did accidentally bump anything on this, it's grounded, so the whole frame of the car is negative. So you should have no problem touching anything if you're messing with this side. Once you get that snug, you can also pop that cap down. Make sure it's all the way up. Clip down, just like so. Then we'll come through with this right here. So we're going to loosen the 10mm bolts up on top. If for some reason those are getting rusted, you're going to want to use some WD-40 and brush off the old excess rust. They have little curved loops on those hooks. You're going to hook those. So this one's going to hook from hook right onto these holes in front and back of the battery. So I'm going to go down and hook them. The hooks face away from the battery, just so you guys know. So I'm going to slide that through, and then slide the other hook in the hole. And then we're going to tighten up the 10mm bolts by hand. So we'll tighten those up, just like so. And then tighten this one up over here, like so. Can be a little bit of a pain. Just work with it.